on my seat.
Okay.
But you left the door just hanging open, like you guys just busted in my RV. And then you didn't even know my name. You were like, "What's your name?" You were like, "What's your name?" And I said, "I'm the owner of this. Can you just bust in here like that?" And you never responded, but you kept turning your camera off. You kept turning your camera off and the light off when I was giving pertinent information.
I don't recall that.
I recall that. Every time I kept giving you pertinent information, you were turning the camera, the bright light that you were flashing, and you told me not to make any sudden moves. You wanted to make sure there was no sudden moves so that you didn't have to shoot or anything. And I was in the back, and you were flashing the light in the back. But you broke in my RV. And then eventually all you guys...
Did you have video footage of that?
And then you got... What do I have now?
I think you're recording us, which, like I said, it's fine. We're recording you as well.
Exactly. But I also took the card that you gave me of Luis Flores, and I did contact him. Okay. And then I contacted someone else with the card that you left. But yeah, June 9th, between the hours of 2:45 and 4 a.m., you guys broke in here. And then when you left my door swinging open with the window down and just broke open. And I had to close it back.
The window was down?
You guys turned it down. You pulled it down. You broke the door open. Oh. Deputy Murphy, I didn't see your face because I was behind the thing there. Okay. But you said, "I'm Deputy Murphy."
So is my
That's why when you just said Deputy Murphy, I was like, "Oh, you're Deputy Murphy. Yes. You're the guy that broke into my RV with the tow truck guy."
That was the last time when we were knocking on it for around half an hour and you weren't answering and there was no movement in the RV or anything like that.
There was no movement in the... When you guys were breaking in, I opened the window. I literally opened the curtain, not the window, the curtain. I opened the curtain and I was looking at you guys while you were breaking into my RV while I was in there.
I don't recall that.
I recall that. I watched you do it.
Well, we have our sergeant in route. You can talk to him if you want to, but either way, like we were saying, the vehicle's been on a public.
And I documented this before. I told Flores, I told the other guy, and then I documented it and I put it on TikTok.
Okay.
Because I was like, this is a violation. Like, how are you just breaking in my RV and I'm in here like this?
Well, it was to my understanding, ma'am. I heard about the scenario that you're speaking to. I wasn't present for it, but it was my understanding that it was a similar situation like this.
No, it is not similar because I'm outside of the RV. I was inside.
Let me finish. So they were going to tow the RV because of the expired registration and the fact that it's on the public roadway. Before they towed the RV, the pickup truck driver...
Who towed it?
I'm saying before that could happen. They opened the door. The tow truck driver opened the door to just ensure that there was nobody inside.
They knew I was in there. I pulled the curtain back. They knew. I pulled the curtain back and watched them as they continued to break open my door.
Like I said, that was the purpose for it, though. So I wasn't there for that day, so I can't say what happened or what didn't.
But Deputy Murphy was there.
So
you were there.
And like I explained, like my partner was saying, we attempted to contact you. We knocked a notice. We made numerous verbal announcements that we were here and we needed to talk to you.
You guys knew I was in here. That's why you went around the back and was cocking your gun. You were cocking your gun to scare me.
Cock my gun.
To scare me.
That's not how it works.
I know that's not how it works, but that's what happens. My dad's a former police officer. I know what it sounds like when a gun is cocked.
We keep our guns loaded already. No one racks a gun. I'm telling you that.
Somebody was doing it and they kept doing it. Right by my window, right there.
On the window?
No. It was the cocking of the weapon. I know. My dad's.
Back of their flashlight?
No.
That might be what you're mistaken.
No. It wasn't that.
That's fine.
It wasn't that. And so, the reason why you guys are stopping me from going.
The card left on the front seat of my RV after it was illegally broken into while I was inside of the vehicle. In the video, you'll clearly hear Officer Murphy deny breaking into my RV until I mention him putting this card on my front seat in which he clearly states, "Oh yeah," admitting to the break-in and entering of my vehicle while I was in it. I also called the number on this card and left voicemail messages for Mr. Flores, letting him know I received his card through an illegal break-in. In this picture here, you'll see bruising I received on my knee by the hands of Malibu police while illegally arresting me. This is more bruising I received by the hands of Malibu police after illegally arresting me on my elbow. In this picture, I tried filing a police report over what happened to me and my RV, but the site was conveniently shut down. As you can see, it says file a crime report online, which is actually convenient to do it online, but it says due to budgetary constraints, the system is down indefinitely. We're sorry for the inconvenience. So I wasn't able to file a report through there. I asked social media what I should do, and they said file a police report. After I told them it was shut down, they said the next best thing is the FBI. So I filed through the FBI site instead, and it actually did go through, but I never heard anything back. However, after successfully submitting my report, I noticed my cell phone began doing some awfully strange things. This is a letter from May 23rd, 2022, and it says, to whom it may concern, this letter is to verify that Shanda Armstrong is a current employee of Starbucks at the location 1601-1603 Oceanfront Walk in Santa Monica, California. Feel free to reach out to me at my email or phone number listed below if you have any questions. Thank you. This was my former manager at Starbucks, Dustin Foston, who I complained to about receiving parking tickets on my RV because I needed to be able to park somewhere so that I could make it to work on time. So this note was given to me by my then manager because he said, well, we can't have you getting parking tickets. He gave me the letter to gain access to a parking pass so I could continue going to work without receiving a shitload of tickets. However, when I would go to the transit store in Santa Monica, California, during its operating hours, I could never seem to get in. I would ring the bell over and over and over. I would see people inside. They would look at me and turn away. And so I could never receive access inside to see about receiving a permit for my RV. Eventually, police officers would tell me that my RV wasn't able to receive a permit pass anyway. So it would make no sense for me to go to the transit store. However, I saw many, many RVs that had parking permits. So I'm not sure why mine was any different. Due to me not being able to receive a parking permit so that I could get to work without any issue, I received tickets. I have never in all my years of driving received as many parking tickets as I have in Santa Monica, California, and Malibu. What's interesting is I walked away from the transit store during its operating hours, but something told me to go back. And when I did, I noticed that there were people that were let inside, except for me, though. And the only difference I saw between me and that other person or people were I was a melanated person and they were non-melanated. This picture here shows where my RV was actually taken to. This is also the same company that helped the police get into my RV. Here it says, if your vehicle has been stored or impounded, you are responsible for any towing or storage charges. Vehicles left in storage without payment of charges are subject to sale for storage charges after 20 days if vehicle is appraised at $200 or less, and after 60 days if vehicle appraised at over $200. After 60 days if vehicle appraised at over $200. I emailed Royas Towing about acquiring my RV a month after it was apprehended and was told my title was put in someone else's name and sold. Clearly, my title states a price of over $200, which means I had time to get my vehicle, so why would they sell it? And the entity it was sold to seems to be affiliated with the RS Towing, which means they still have my belongings. They stole thousands of dollars worth of my belongings on top of my RV, which is worth thousands of dollars. Only after I inquired about retrieving my belongings did a debt collector call me about storage fees, in which he told me all my belongings are gone. But as a debt collector, how would he know this? This photo clearly states certificate of title in my name, and it also shows it is over $200 as far as fees paid. which means I had that 60-day advantage that really wasn't an advantage. But this states the title in my name to my 1994 Southwind motorhome that was taken. In this photo here, on the right-hand side, it shows me contacting the place where my RV was taken September 18th, which was a little over a month of it being taken, August 4th, 2023. And no one made me aware of anything going on with my RV. As a matter of fact, it shows that I contacted them September 18th. No one told me anything, and then 2 days later, my RV was sold on September 20th. But if I called 2 days beforehand inquiring about my RV, why was no one telling me that this was happening, and in under 60 days nonetheless? To the left-hand side, the email says, please see attached pictures of my contact. I went to RS Towing today, November 25th, 2023, before 4 p.m. Was made aware my 1994 cream-colored Southwind RV was with less than 60,000 miles on it was given to SA Recycling September 20th, 2023. However, via one of the photos, it shows I contacted RS Towing September 18th, 2023, asking where my RV keys were again and seeing about retrieving my RV back along with its contents. However, I wasn't made aware. They were giving my RV away to SA Recycling just 2 days later. Nobody called and made me aware. To the right, you see a picture, August 13th, 2023, which was a trip that I made to the place where my RV was. I went there to retrieve some contents out of the RV, but I also went there to see about retrieving my RV, but also I needed my car keys. My vehicle keys had my P.O. box mailbox key on it, and I needed to get into my mailbox to check my mail. So I wasn't allowed to check my mail, get into my P.O. box. I didn't have my key because it was gone. Every time I inquired about where my car keys were, nobody knew anything. The picture to the right shows some of the contents that was left inside of my RV, and what's circled over there is my guitar that I bought from Guitar City. To the left, it says, my name is Shanda Armstrong, and I'm the owner of the 1994 Southwind RV that I'm told is now gone. To the right, there's a photo of my luggage, and on the luggage you see an airport receipt, and it also has my name on it. So if the receipt is no longer on there, it's because somebody took it off, but it bears my name. And that's my luggage that had some of my contents inside of it. It was sitting on the front passenger seat. The picture to the right, you see how the inside of it looks, how neat it is, clean it is. And overall, you just get a good idea of what it looked like on the inside. It wasn't a trash RV. It wasn't, as some people would call, a homeless camper. It was very well put together and under renovation when it was taken. This picture is basically showing the odometer, which was just proof showing that the mileage was well under 60,000 miles, which means that the vehicle was basically, I'm not going to call it brand new. Clearly it's 1994, but it wasn't a lot of miles put on it, which means that if you fixed it up pretty good, you had a really, really good RV for a very long time. So that kind of sucked. that I had such a good piece of property that was taken. And this picture to the right is just showing some more contents that was in the back room of the RV. So the other picture that you just saw was showing basically the front, going towards the front. This is the back to the left. That's the full-size bathroom. And then that is the bedroom with the 2 twin beds and a clear plastic container with some of my contents inside of it. Important contents. This picture is just showing an email that I sent November 25th and November 26th to Roy S. Towing and to our Vicencio at SA Recycling, which I was told that those are the people that actually bought my RV. I just put to whom this may concern, please read the below emails and view the images. I'm hoping the situation can be rectified, and I'll be filling out a police report mentioning all items in my RV to be returned. Please see attached pictures of my contact with Roy S. Towing. I went today. In this photo, you will see list of items stolen from my 1994 Southwind Fleetwood motorhome, along with my motorhome, which was in Roy S. Towing's possession, who never produced my motorhome keys that contained my P.O. Box key and never contacted me to tell me they were selling my property. And I just made a list of as much as I could remember. And that was inside of my RV, which was actually a shitload of stuff. Like I said, my luggage. It shows some Starbucks cups, clothing, jewelry worn to a couple of red carpet gala events, like my snake bracelet, red feather earrings, big bangle bracelet, gold costume, Indian headpiece, big costume earrings, ornate red and gold. I have pictures of them from the red carpet. My books kept in the bottom drawer of my nightstand in the bedroom between the 2 beds, which was The Alchemist by Pablo Coelho, A Song for You by Robin Crawford, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson, The Egyptian Book of the Dead by Easton Press, which I did a special order for through Barnes & Nobles because it wasn't in stock. My owl journal book has a gold emblem owl face on the front of a brown wood-looking journal book under the left side twin bed. My daughter's pink book bag with her toys and items inside under the left side twin bed. An old laptop, hard drive, shoes, my DKNY black leather boots, brown knee boots, and on and on. It also spoke of $200 worth of seeds that I spoke about in other videos in my overhead kitchen cabinet storage. Again, I had over 20 bags of whole bean Starbucks coffee. I had all kind of produce seeds, watermelon, corn, green beans, cucumbers, passion fruit, cantaloupe, so many different produce seeds. That was worth $200. Paperwork, brown box with ornate decorative pins. Again, my guitar from Guitar City, which has 1 pop string on it and has a shimmery iridescent design around the middle of the guitar where the strings go. I also marked my guitar with the 6-letter keys EADGBE, so I remembered what key I was playing in, and that guitar cost me over $200. Again, from Guitar City. Underneath my kitchen table were huge beakers and brown boxes that are well over $600. My red Scarlett amp, which connects to my microphone, that was also in my overhead storage above the kitchen table, which is worth hundreds of dollars. My backup drive for my projects is also worth over $200. I have a list of all my music equipment that was stolen. In my overhead storage above the driver's seat holds my motorhome file of everything regarding my motorhome, including any insurance paperwork, as my motorhome was still insured under my insurance company when it was stolen, and I still have and hold the title to my motorhome. On the floor of my motorhome in front of my passenger seat is a white bag. It contained crystals, and it is what it said. This email looks like it was dated December 6th, and then there's the one underneath dated December 5th. It says, I have a lot of photos of my belongings, and what I wrote shows exactly where things were placed in my motorhome, except my pink luggage, which is in front of my bathroom. I want to be compensated for my motorhome being sold without notifying me. I want to be compensated for all content stolen from me that was in my motorhome, which includes family photos, toolkits, and much more, including items of my kids. This one below says, hi, I was contacted by a Corey Walker from Pacific Retrieval on December 1st, 2023 about paying a storage fee to Royas Towing, which is interesting that I was contacted by Corey after my multiple attempts to get a response from Royas Towing and SA Recycle about the said emails below, unfortunately to no avail. It appears that Royas Towing and SA Recycle are the same entity. Corey at Pacific Retrieval seemed very adamant about telling me that all my contents within my motorhome is gone. It was as if he knew personally about what happened to the contents within my motorhome, but not sure how he'd be so adamant if he's just a debt collector. Anyway, below is a list of contents within my motorhome when it was stolen, sold without my being notified about it. I'd appreciate my contents being returned and my being paid for the sale of my motorhome unbeknownst to me. If my contents aren't returned, then there is a price tag that comes with it. I'd appreciate a response to this email, and if I receive no response yet again, I'm moving forward. I sent numerous emails. I called numerous times to no avail. No one ever emailed me back, and I had been emailing them for months. Illegally arrested on Obama's B-Day. Narration, images, editing, recorded video by me. After my recording storage ran out on my cell phone, I turned to walk away from my RV and the police, since they told me I wasn't allowed to enter my own property. And as soon as my camera stopped rolling, the two officers pounced on my back, knocking my 4 drinks all over me and threw me to the ground with no probable cause to attack me, which is how I sustained those injuries. Then they illegally put me in handcuffs so they could take my RV and taint my squeaky clean record of never being arrested in my life. I want justice for being illegally arrested, harassed, and bruised, and I want justice for my property being stolen in under 60 days without notification. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching, and visit my YouTube channel at That Girl Shanda. Scroll all the way to the bottom to read details on the night of August 4th, 2023. I also have a recorded podcast episode on this night. Please subscribe. Visit my other YouTube channel at Everybody's Got a Story to access my podcast link and all other social media sites with my content. Peace and blessings, y'all, and thanks for watching.